Hey, Atlanta Falcon family, what is going on? What is going on? Y'all know who it is. Your boy Antoine Smith. And I was sitting around the house. Gotten messages over the last couple of weeks. What happened to your all-time list? This is what happened to it, man. I got demonetized from YouTube, and I had to delete all my videos, every single one, interviews, everything. So I got to start over fresh. So I'm gonna give y'all my top five Atlanta Falcons running back in this video, and for future videos, my all-time videos, I will put them in a special playlist for y'all to check them out. But these are my top five Atlanta Falcons running back of all time. This list is tougher than you think. I'm gonna start this off at number five with Warrick Dunn, man. Warrick Dunn, coming over from Tampa Bay to Atlanta. I actually love this move because I watched Warrick Dunn at Florida State back in the day, and this little kid can run, man. He's 5'9", about 185. Runs low to the ground. Great, great receiver out of the backfield. And when he came over to Atlanta, putting him with Michael Vick and T.J. Duckett, they had one of the best trios in the league at the time on the Dan Reeves run-heavy offense. And I didn't want to put him at five. I wanted to put him up, but the other guys, to me, they just, were better than Atlanta Falcons uniform. And this guy, man, what he does in the community, you just can't account for that. Because what he's done over the last 2 decades, giving families houses, being a great humanitarian, you can't replace that, man. He got put in the Falcons Ring of Honor, so shout out to Arthur Blank for doing that, for his work in the community and his play on the field. Very solid career, man. Pro Bowler. Ran for 1,400 yards in 2005, so that's crazy. It's been 20 years. Ran for 1,000 yards with the Falcons twice. Uh, I'm sorry, 3 times. 3 straight seasons. Like I said, that Vic, Dunn, and Duckett combo, one of the most prolific triplets in NFL history, as they ran. All of them ran for Vic ran for 1,000, Dunn ran for 1,000, while T.J. Duckett plotted in the end zone. But Warrick Dunn is number five on my list. Number four, I'm gonna go with Mr. Dirty Bird himself, Mr. Jamal Anderson, and this is one of those things. It was tough as well, but when you look at his numbers, man, he was one of the better Falcons power backs because, as I tell y'all, man, Falcons have always had great power backs. No speed guys. Now, Warrick Dunn was a speed guy. Bijan Robinson's a speed guy. But you talk about guys like Riggs, Andrews, Anderson. I can just keep going. Turner. Um, Jamal Anderson, 1998 season, he carried the Atlanta Falcons on his back. He had the town hype doing that Dirty Bird dance, and they Dirty Bird all the way to the Super Bowl. He ran for a franchise record, 1,846 yards, 14 touchdowns, a record that was later broken by Michael Turner when it comes to touchdowns. But Jamal Anderson was nothing short of spectacular. Late round pick out of Utah, fought his way through the roster, coming up the ladder to making it the number one running back in 1996. First 1,000 yard season. Had 3 consecutive 1,000 yard seasons before tearing the ACL Monday night in that Dallas game, and I know y'all remember that one. But to me, Jamal Anderson's contributions to the community, and funny thing is, I remember when him and Ironhead Hayward was in the same backfield, and both of those guys were just plowing through the line, and that was one of the better tandems to me in the league then, but they did not get enough credit because before Jamal Anderson got going, Ironhead Hayward in that run and shoot offense, yes, he was in the run and shoot offense as well. Um, Both of those guys, man, they were hard to bring down, and they were hell on wheels. But Jamal Anderson will be number four on my list. He is actually, I think, fourth or fifth on the Falcons all-time rushing list with over 5,000 yards. And crazy thing is, didn't even know Warrick Dunn had almost 6,000 yards. So the top spot for rushing yards is just that close between Turner, Riggs, and Dunn. But Jamal Anderson is my number four Atlanta Falcon running back on my top five list. Number three on my list is Uncle William Andrews, man. You talk about a guy that was a fullback. Yes, that's right. I said a fullback. 3 straight 1,000 yard seasons to start off his career. His rookie record of 1,023 yards stood until Tyler Algier broke it in 2023. And William Andrews, first thing y'all remember when y'all hear that name, him trucking running a lot. and that was really the first highlight that I saw as a kid. And I really didn't get into William Andrews until I got older to really know, how much he meant to the Falcons. But injuries ruined his career. 2 of the last 3 years, he was injured a lot. Only 9 games in 1982. 83, he came back strong, ran for 1,500 yards, and after that critical knee injury in 1984, he missed the entire season. Came back in 85. I'm sorry, 86. He missed 84 and 85. Came back in 86, but he wasn't the same William Andrews. And he's one of those guys, man. He could catch the ball, take it to the house. You remember that San Francisco game where he had that crazy reception? I think it was 86 yards, if I'm not mistaken. But this is one of those guys is what could have been. With him and Riggs in the same backfield, I feel like this could have been one of the best tandems in NFL history. But things happen, injuries happen, and he wasn't the same after that knee injury. Um, his best season to me came in 1981, I think it was, where he had 2,000 yards from scrimmage and had 81 catches. So he was the real deal, and he could do it all. And we're talking about a fullback, just like I said. You talk about Larry Zonka. You talk about Riggins, who was a fullback before being converted to a halfback. People talk about Mike Allstott. But William Andrews was the originator of the receiving fullback. And this guy was a monster. He's number 3 on my list. And if he didn't get hurt and his numbers kept climbing, he easily becomes number 1. Because guess what? He ran for almost 6,000 yards, too. Think about it. Just saying. Number 2, I'm gonna go with Gerald Riggs, man, and this is really the only answer that you get. He could have been number 1, but he's number 2 on my list. You talk about a guy who carried his team through the mid '80s when they were god awful, and he was the only offense that they had. 3 consecutive Pro Bowls from '84 to '86. You talk about a then team record 397 carries in 1985, his first Pro Bowl season. A record that was later broken by Jamal Anderson in '98, the Super Bowl season. And Gerald Riggs was all the Atlanta Falcons had at one point. He did leave Atlanta to go to Washington. He did win a Super Bowl on that '91 team, and that was his final season in the league. He ended up with over 8,000 yards rushing, 69 touchdowns. So he did what he needed to do in Atlanta and Washington. And this guy, man, he's actually, to me, one of the better running backs that I have ever had the pleasure of watching. And he was actually the starting running back when I started watching football, right when Dion got here. So he was on his way out of Atlanta then, and I think no, he left Atlanta in '88. I did get to see him play, but you talk about a guy with power, speed, grit. He was just that dude. I remember one game in Denver, he was carrying the whole defense, and it's sad that him and William Andrews, they just uh, they crossed paths at the right time, but circumstances with injuries, it just didn't let them become one of them dynamic duos. But Gerald Riggs was the heart and soul of the Falcons for 10 seasons, and he did win a Super Bowl, like I said, and he's number 2 on my list. So y'all know who number 1 is, right? Um, Pretty much said it already. Michael Turner, Michael the Burn Turner, is number 1 on my Falcons all-time running backs list. It was pretty tough because, like I said, Gerald Riggs was here for 10 seasons, and he could easily be number 1. But I feel like the enthusiasm that Michael Turner brought to this team, it was at the time it was something that the Falcons needed. Him coming over from sitting behind Latainian Tomlinson in San Diego, he brought fresh breath to Atlanta. 200 yards is the very first game as a Falcon, career high, 1,699 yards, 376 carries that season, franchise record 17 touchdowns and Pro Bowl appearance. But he was strong in Atlanta. He ended his career in Atlanta with 6,000 yards and 60 touchdown runs. So he almost broke the rushing record, which still held by Gerald Riggs. But he did break the touchdown record and Michael Burn Turner. He was part of a very dynamic offense at one point with guys like Matt Ryan at quarterback, Tony Gonzalez, Roddy White, Julio Jones. So he was surrounded by a lot of talent. And like I said, he hit the ground running and he never looked back. Off the field problems hurt him down the stretch of his career. But in 2012, his last year, he still ran for 800 yards and 10 touchdowns. So Michael the Burn Turner is number one on my Falcons all-time running back list. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Who would y'all put on y'all list in y'all top five Falcon running backs? I think I got a fair list. But y'all drop y'all list in the comment box if it's something that I missed, somebody that y'all like a little bit better than the guys I picked. Let me know by dropping those comments. Again, thank y'all for tuning in to Sports Machine. I love bringing y'all this type of content because this is history, man, and we got to know our history about our teams. This your boy Antoine Smith signing off. I will holler at y'all soon, man. Peace.